Hi, I'm back. I'm FlyLady Kat, and today we're going to remind you, if you've been here a while, why we're flying and how to fly, and if you're new, where to start. So first of all, let's go with where to start. If you have never followed the FlyLady program before, you want to start with shining your sink. So go right there, stop this video, and watch how to shine your sink, and then shine your sink. If you've already shined your sink, that's excellent. The next thing we're going to do is work on the 4 cornerstone routines right there. So go there and watch the 4 cornerstone routines and start doing those routines. Once you've done those routines for about a week, and I mean really doing those routines, then we'll move on to weekly plan. And the weekly plan is Monday, do the weekly house blessing. Tuesday, have a free day. Wednesday, you know what? The weekly house blessing is right there if you don't know what I'm talking about. So back Tuesday, okay, Wednesday, you're going to plan. That's your planning day or desk day. Now, FlyLady sometimes calls that anti-procrastination day, but you won't be procrastinating if you're following my plan, so we're just going to call it desk day. And on desk day or planning day, you're going to go in your fridge and look to see if there's anything that needs to be thrown away. Anything that's gone fuzzy needs to go in the garbage. Empty pickle jars, jam jars that are stuck to the shelf, those need to be taken out and maybe that little circle wiped up. But you're not cleaning the fridge, you're just getting the junk out and taking inventory. So once you've taken inventory of what's in there, look in your freezer and see what's in there. Frozen vegetables, fruits, meats, and go look in your pantry and see what's in there. If you decide you want to serve some of these things in the pantry this week, make sure they haven't expired. If they have, please toss those things. But we're not cleaning the pantry right now. Just going to go through a few things because I know some of you actually have expired food on your shelves, and that's okay. We'll get through it. Don't worry. Okay, so after you've taken inventory, you're going to make a menu based on what you have. So you're going to use up what you have, and then you're going to make a grocery list based on what you don't have to finish that menu. Does that make sense? I sure hope so. Okay, then on day 4, or the Thursday, you're going to have errand day. So that's the day let's say you needed to get your bracelet fixed, so you drop it off at the jeweler, and you needed to drop some of the kids' books off at the library, and you need to buy a gift for your nephew for his birthday, and you're going to do your grocery shopping. So you get all those errands done in the morning, get that done, come home and put your groceries away. All right, then on Friday, that's clean your car and purse day. Now, does this mean you have to get out there with a big long car washing stick thing and wash the outside of the car and vacuum the inside? No, it does not. It just means that you want to take out all the things that can become flying objects when you slam on the brakes. So any of the kids' cups out of the back, any, trash bags, anything that's junky, anything that isn't part of the car. If it's not a car seat, it needs to come out. And then anything that is stuck on the carpet or on the floor mats, you can just shake the floor mats. And if you really, really want to, you can Windex the inside of your window if it's that grimy. But really, just talking about decluttering your car. Also, don't forget to check your trunk. All right, so when you do that, if there's a lot in your car, you'll want to do it in the 3 groupings like we do everything else, which is give away, put away, throw away. So take all the garbage out, put it in the garbage can outside. Anything that doesn't belong in the car, that doesn't belong in your house either, is a giveaway. So put those in a garbage bag, stick them in the trunk, take them to Goodwill the next time you have an errand day. And then the last thing is everything else that needs to be rehomed back in the house. So maybe you need to put some dishes in the dishwasher, some shoes where they go, some jackets, some kids' little toys, and the kind of things that end up in there. Some books, and just rehome those. Put those where they belong. It'll be such a pleasure to drive your car without all that crap in it, to tell you the truth. Now, once a month or so, I like to take mine to the local car wash and just run it through. It's one of those you sit in and you get the rainbow colored soap, on the window, and when you get done, it blows you dry, and then you go over to the kind of a bay, and there's a vacuum, and you can vacuum, and mine even has a thing where you can run your floor mats through a little beater bar and clean it up. So that's how I keep my car clean, about, like I said, about once a month, not every week. The other thing you want to do on Clean Your Car and Purse Day is clean your purse, obviously. So that's when you would take your purse and just dump it out on the floor. I just sit on the floor and dump it out. You could do it on your bed, just need a flat surface. And then only put back in what you really need in your purse or want in your purse. Everything else, all the trash goes in the garbage, and all the other things that have migrated to your purse, which they tend to do, gets to be rehomed back at where it goes. So your daughter's hairbrush, pacifier for the baby, just there's a myriad of things that could be in your purse, believe me. Then on Saturday, that's Family Day. That's a sweet day to spend with your family. Hopefully on Saturday by 10 o'clock, you'll have everything done that needs to be done to the house. And so you have that day to spend with your family, with your children, to really get on their level and play with them and do something fun, like go feed the ducks or play Monopoly or listen to music with your bigger kids, whatever it is, watch a movie together. Just a fun family day. If you don't have children, like my kids are grown, my grandchildren don't live with me, so my husband and I might go for a ride in the country or just sit and talk, just have that time to really talk without the television on, make plans for our next trip or whatever we want to do to the house, or just talk, just reminisce. It doesn't matter. And then Sunday is Renew Your Spirit Day, and that is the day you go to church if you're a church-going person. So you go to church or temple or whatever it is that you attend and worship God and really renew your spirit. It's a great day to really recharge your spirit, and it's very important. So that's what you do on Sunday. You don't do any kind of cleaning or any kind of heavy-duty things, nothing. It's a rest day, and everyone needs a day of rest. All right, so that's the weekly plan. Now, those days can be moved around whatever way makes you happy because you're the CEO of your life. I am not. So you get to move it around. So if you think that your weekly house blessing would be better on Friday, of course you can do it that way. If you think your weekly house blessing would be better if you broke it up over a 5-day period, you can do it that way. Just do it. That's the main thing. All right, and then this is only after you've established your habits. Then you start doing these weekly plans every week. And then after you've got the weekly plan down, the next thing we're going to do, oh, you know what I left out on plan day? Balance your checkbook. Very important. Go back to planning day, which is Wednesday, and balance your checkbook. I know that's a unique idea for some of you. Sidetracked home executives like ourselves have been known not to balance for quite a while and just kind of hope the money's there. I'll be helping you with your budget later, but the most important place to start is right here. So if your bank or credit union has online banking, it's a very wonderful way to make sure that the money you think you have is really there, number one. And number two, if you use a debit card, make sure there's no fraud on your debit card. I was a banker. I retired from banking in September of 2015, and I have seen so much fraud, debit card fraud, so be really careful. Look to make sure that there aren't unusual charges, things you don't recognize. I've seen people who just don't balance their checkbook ever, and I can see every month $26 comes out, and when I point it out to them, they'll say, I don't even know what that is. I never gave anybody permission to take that out for XYZ company. So that's one type of fraud. Another type of fraud is when somebody actually gets your debit card number and just they check to see how much they can get, so they'll tap it for a little bit. And then when that works, they'll tap it for a little bit more, and then they'll be filling up 2 and 3 cars at one time, and then they'll go over and spend $150 at some other bigger store, and they tap it until they tap it out. And that would be just a heartbreaking situation. So make sure that you don't see anything that might be fraud on your account. If you do, contact your banker immediately, cancel your debit card, and go through the process of getting your money back, hopefully. I have an alternate way that I don't use a debit card, and I have an alternate way that I will explain in another video, but I just want to make sure you are balancing your checkbook. So before you go shopping, you'll know exactly how much you have to spend. If your spouse does the bills, that's great, but you probably still have some kind of personal funds that you need to check on. So if you do, make sure you check on them. Okay, where were we? So we finished the whole week. That's weekly plan. Then the next thing we do after you've got your weekly plan down is you'll go to zones. We work in the zones. There are 5 zones a month. Zone 1 is the week that has the first day of the month in it. And when it's the first of the month, like in March, it's on a Wednesday, I think. Hold on, let me look. Yep, Wednesday, March 1st. That would be the first day of week 1. Week 2 is the following week. Week 3 is the week after that, 4 and 5. And week 5 will end on Friday the 31st, so Saturday the 1st of April will be week 1, and it's only going to be a tiny little week. That's okay. Week 1 is the entryway, the foyer, and the dining room. Week 2 is the bathroom, like the hall bathroom or the guest bathroom, and 1 other room. So let's say you have a den, or you have an office, or a laundry room, or the garage. You can pick any of those to do your cleaning or decluttering in. Week 3 is the, no, that was week 3, sorry. Week 4, I messed up. Week 2 is the kitchen. Week 3 is the bathroom and 1 other room. So let's go back. Week 1 is the entryway, foyer, and dining room. Week 2 is the kitchen. Week 3 is the bathroom and 1 other room. Week 4, that's where we were. Week 4 is the master bedroom, master bathroom, and master closet. So if you don't have a bathroom in your master bedroom, that's okay. Just do the master bedroom and the master closet. Week 5 is the living room. Okay, so if you have other rooms, they would fall under week 3. All right, and what we'll do in these zones is when you get to that week, if you have clutter there, you're going to declutter, not deep clean. And then as you go around the house every month, eventually you're going to have a room that's been decluttered. A small room usually, like the bathroom, would be first. So let's say the bathroom is totally decluttered and the rest of the house is still kind of is trashed. Maybe you had so much clutter. Then when you get to the bathroom, you get to deep clean. And to deep clean the bathroom just means you're going to pick 4 or 5 things in there and do those things. So if you're at the zone level, what you want to do is take a piece of paper and start at the ceiling and look and work your way down to the floor and think, if money was no object and you had an excellent person to come clean your house, what would you have them do? And keep that list as a reference. You don't have to look at it every time. You don't have to clean every single thing in there. But pick the 5 most important things in your mind. Let's just say it's the bathroom. Okay, so let's clean the shower stall. Let's wipe down the baseboards. Let's clean out, we've already cleaned out under the sink because we've decluttered. So let's clean the countertops really well. Let's actually Windex the whole mirror. And maybe we can wipe out the windowsill or wash the rugs. Or wash the curtains. There's just a bunch of things you could do in there. Or even just wipe the cobwebs down or dust the light bulbs above the sink. So pick 4 or 5 things and do those things. And it won't even take an hour most, it might the first time. But you're going to come back to it every single month. And so at the end, it's going to be super easy. And you'll find it might even only take you 15 minutes to deep clean. So it's a super fun way to keep your house clean, and it's never hard. It really isn't. The hardest part of the whole FlyLady system is decluttering. And it's not hard because it's physically hard. It's hard because it's emotionally hard. Intellectually, you know what to do. It's that emotional part when you're looking at it and saying, I've had this for such a long time. My great aunt gave me this. Oh, this costs so much money. Or I don't even know, I might need this someday. What if? And so that's the hard part. And you have to really step back and say to yourself, logically, have I used this? Do I love it? Is it important to me? If it's important, you certainly can keep it. You just have to find a home for it. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about decluttering in the zones. All right, so once you've decluttered in your zones, and you've gotten your house clean, you're starting to deep clean, eventually all your clutter is going to go away. And you're going to have clean zones. And then you're flying. You're really flying. One of the things you want to really master is completing the process that will keep you from having clutter. Completing the process means finish what you start. And it's really hard for sidetracked people to finish what they start because you've always got all these things in your head saying, oh, wait a minute, I've got to stop doing this right now because I've got to go do that. And then you do that and you think, oh, the dog, I need to do this with the dog. And you go do that. And then you go, oh, no, the kids' rooms. And you're constantly boing, boing, boing all over the place. So instead, write everything on a list. I have a video called Ping Pong Balls. I think I'll put it there. And it's about that. It's about writing down what's in your mind so that you can be confident that it's on paper and you don't have to worry that you're going to forget it. And then you can focus on what you're doing and really finish your processes. Because if you don't finish and you look at any cluttered area of your home, you'll see that it's just a bunch of unfinished processes, unfinished things. So for example, on your countertop, maybe there's a dog leash and grocery bags and I don't know, the mail from the day and your children's schoolwork and your husband's whatever, you know, and it goes on and on and on. And before you know it, you've just got this huge pile with some fruit on top. So we don't want that. So let's start working on it. And then once you've got a clear counter, it's really easy to see if somebody has not completed their process. And you can say, Junior, come get your cleats. They don't belong on the counter. Just an example. Okay, I hope that helps you today. I'm really excited to have you here. And tomorrow I'm going to give you what you need to be doing if you're a beginner in the routines, if you're in the weekly plan, or if you're on the zones. Okay, so we'll do that every day so you'll know exactly what to do. Have a fantastic day and fly.